Yeah, hello guys. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on this one, we will be doing the long form tutorial of the cutting simulation. So if you haven't seen, you can check my YouTube shorts for the quick tutorial that I dropped for the cutting. So on this one, I'm just going to have a bit slower dive and every detail and what I did and the errors I made. So let's begin. So we're going to press the Shift A and add your plane. And basically I'm going to scale it with the S key and just push it down to the grid. I'm going to rotate it with R on the x-axis 90 degrees and just basically going to like place it up a bit above the grid and just place it the way I want. So scale it down a bit with the S, move it down the z-axis. Yeah, just take a look at it one more time. All right, so the next thing we're going to like go to edit mode by pressing the tab and subdivide the mesh like 4 times. I think I did it 4 or 5 times just to have more grid for proper simulation. So I'm going to like loop select the top of the vertex and go to my go to the vertex group and add a new vertex group. I'm going to rename it and just use pin as a name, then I'll assign it, clicking the assign button. Yeah, so go back to object mode and I'm going to go to my physics and add the cloth physics to it. Yep, that's it. So change the preset to silk. Scrolling down for my shape, change the pin group, select my pin vertex that I created earlier and turn on self collision for proper contact when simulating. So yeah, so basically we can just play to see the effects. Okay, so we'll have like a drape. So right click to shade smooth, play again to see how it's going to show. So I'm going to go back and add a modifier. So I'm going to add a subdivision surface modifier. So search for SUB. Yeah, subdivision surface modifier. Add that, increase the level viewport to 2. And I play and I have it just to make it more smoother and a little bit dense. So I'm going to like right click and add force field and add the wind. So just extend it, drop it down, and I'm going to rotate it in the x-axis, R for rotate, and hold X 90 degrees and bring it down. So the yellow arrow is to increase the strength of the wind. So you're going to use your gizmo to push it down, and when you press play, you would have it blowing towards the arrow where the wind is facing. Yeah, so you can manipulate it by switching the arrows, and it's going to blow towards where the arrow is facing. So I'm going to right click and add a cube. Shift A, sorry, to add a cube for a collision object. So S to scale and S to scale Z axis, so to make like a ground floor contact. So I'm just going to position it in a way that the fabric could touch the plane as our ground object. So just going to like push it to the side a bit. I'm also going to like Shift A, add a UV sphere, right click to shade smooth, and also position it in a way that the fabric could touch this sphere when it's simulating. So I'm going to go to the physics and add collision on the sphere and also on the ground object. Just add collision on them so they can contact. So let's play and see. Okay, so the clothes is getting stuck in the plane. So because it doesn't have so much subdivision, so we're going to right click to subdivide it, right click and subdivide, and do that one more time. So the more subdivision, it helps the collision react properly with the clothes. As you can see, it's moving way better than before. So you can select the wind object, and while it's playing, press R and Z to rotate on the Z axis. So we have a problem here. The simulation does not play past a certain playhead. So select the clothes and you have to go to your cache and increase the end cache to the amount you want. For me, I'm going to 500. So when I play, it's going to play past 500. So you can see, let's see. So you can press R, Z axis, rotate your wind, and it's going to push your fabric to whatever direction the wind is facing in real time. See it's having collision with the ground and also with the sphere. So any object you wanted to touch, like your wall or whatever objects, you just select that object and apply collision, and then it's going to react in real time with your cloth simulation. I could even select the ball and just use G to grab and move it to touch the fabric, and it's also going to have interaction with it, right? So it obviously is penetrating because of the force of the ball, how I move it. So it has some certain level of interaction. Also, same thing with the ground, right? So you can see it's having a certain level of interaction with it, which is so cool. You can do a lot of things with this. You can play with it to explore it more on your own. Right, so we could record the actions of our animation by clicking on the auto keying and pressing play and rotating our wind. So it's going to like record the keyframe of everything that's going on in your scene. So you can see our timeline is having the yellow keyframe. So when you pause, when you stop and play, it's going to... So I'm basically increasing my strength of my wind to have more effects in it. Yes, I think I reduced it to 50, strength 50. So we are going to have less turbulence in our scene. You can see for yourself. And it's also recording because my auto recording is turned on here. So, and there you have it. So you can actually save everything, delete your collision, and then you have your clothes moving in every direction and with every collisions that was previously recorded. So I hope this helps. And just let me know what you think I should touch on next. Thank you.